Okay, today we're going to look in math on page 108. So if you don't have your book right now, you need to get your My Math book and go to page 108. And with this lesson, we're going to use patterns to count. You can skip count by 2s, 5s, and 10s. And our helpful hint for today is skip counting on a hundreds chart creates patterns. And one thing that you could do to help you with that and see those patterns is you could get hundreds boards and print them out from the computer. You can go online and find them and print them out if you're able to do that, and color in. Do one where you color in everything you would say when you count by 2s by doing it with one color. Then choose a second color and do all of them you would say when you skip count by 5s, and then a third color and all of them you'd say when you count by 10s, and see if you can see the patterns on it. Okay, well, right here we're going to go down. It says skip count by 2s. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the orange, and I'm going to have what they have here. So you start with 2. I'm not doing too good with this, am I? And I'm going to circle what they've got here. 4. So notice we skip 1 and we do this one. Then we skip 1 and we circle it. Skip 1, and then if I circle this, is that what they have next down here? 2, 4, 6. Then I skip 1 and I do this next one. Skip 1. Ooh, I'm not doing too good at all with this. And then after 10, skip 1, and you have 12. And that's the last one there. But if we kept on going, we would skip this one, and you would circle this one. Skip 1, circle the next one. So notice how all of them down this row would probably be skipped, and you would need to circle all of them because see, they all end in 2. So they're all going to be part of it. And anything that ends in 4 is going to be circled. Then once we have everything on this top row, anything that ends in 6 will be circled. Anything that has an 8 in the 1's place, and any number with a 0 in the 1's place will be circled 4 when you skip count by 2s. Right? I'm going to clear that out. Now it says skip count by 5s. So let's do green this time. So we have 5 and then 10. So we'll come up here. We'll circle 5. We'll circle 10. And then look right here. 5, 10. So it's like adding 5 each time. So let's add 5 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We end up right here. So it's 15. And there's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we go to 20. See a little pattern going on with this one? So here we have 5, 10, 15, 20. And then they have here 25. Notice how 25 is down below where we already have done it. So once you have the number up there in the top with 5s, anything that has a 5 or a 0 in the 1's place is going to be what you say when you skip count by 5s. So you'd be circling all them down through here and all those that end in 0 for counting by 5s. All right, let's clear that one. And let's go with blue this time. It's telling us to skip count by 10s. So for they have 10, 20. So if I do 10, 20, and notice the patterns are all coming down through here. So the next one will be 30. And then there's 30 that we would put in. 40 is listed for us. And they tell us the next two numbers. 50, 60, it's straight down through here. So when you skip count by 10s, it's all of them in this column. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So we're seeing already some patterns here a little bit. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go down. It says skip count. Write the missing numbers. And you can come back and look at this chart, or you could look at the one that you were given when we had our drive-through at the beginning of the year. So it says skip count by 2s, and it's not starting at 2 as up here, it's starting at 6. So remember when we skip counted by 2s, we come up here, and if we start at 6, we know that we skip 1 and we go to the next one. Skip 1, go to the next one. So 6, 8, 10, and then we kind of cheat a little bit and look right here. Oh, there's 6, 8, 10, and what would be the next one? 12. So 6, 8 was missing, 10, 12, and then they say 13, and we skip 13 and do 14. So 10, skip 12, skip 14, skip the next one, and notice everything underneath the 6 will be done in the column, 6 in the 1's place. So after 14 comes 16. All right, now let's look at skip count by 5s. I'm going to, I don't want to clear all, I just want to clear up here. This time I'm going to use the eraser. Maybe I'm too high up. Eraser does not just want to erase for me today, does it? All right, we'll do just a different color for the 5s. Skip count by 5s, and it's telling us to start at 15 and then go to 20. So let me use orange. Well, it doesn't say what's happening, and it's not wanting to choose any of those things up there. So starting at 15. So 15. So if we come back here and go 5, 10, 15, 20. Remember, everything with 5s is in the 5s column going down through here, where 5's in the 1's place and 0 in the 1's place. So 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, next number we need to find out. 15, 20. Come back. 25, then 30. So 25 is missing down here. Well, boys and girls, I'm not sure why it's not wanting my pen to work all of a sudden. See if I can get it this time. There we go. I don't know what happened there, guys. Probably something I did and not realize it. So 15, 20, 25. Let's see if I can do it now. 15, yeah, here we go. 20, 25. Then we come over here, 30. There's 30. What will we do after 30? 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, then 40. We'll do one line at a time. 15, 20, 25, 30, and we said it was 30. Ooh, I'm not doing good with writing it all today. 35. All right, now, next time, skip by 10s. Ooh, and let me go with green this time. And they've not given us the beginning number. And then watch this, 50, 40, and then we skip one, and we have to fill it in, and it goes to 20. This one's a little bit different, because here where we're starting with the lower numbers and going up to the larger numbers, here we're going to start with a larger number and go down. So we're counting, it's like a countdown. Now there's two ways to do it. You could skip count by 10s going down, or you could look at it backwards and think, well, what would I say if this was in the front? What would I say before 20? So I'm going to circle 50, 40, and 20 up here. I want to erase some of this. I think when I do the erasers, when I mess things up every time. I don't guess I will erase. I'll just go back to the green again. Okay, so we had again 50, 40, and 20. 50, 40, and 20. Try to just focus on the green that we've circled. Notice that all of them steps through here. So if I'm going with the larger number and counting down, which number is the larger number when we count by tens from 50? Which means you go down here and it's 60. So we go 60, 50, 40. 60, if we put 60 here, let's see if that's what we get. 60, 50, 40. Now let's go back up here. 60, 50, 40, 30, and then 20. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, and now we need to find the next one. Oh, there's 10. So you could go that way, or you could look at it and think of this. If I'm skip counting by tens, what would I say right before 20 is 10, and then look at it backwards and go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And then you could look at it that way and get it correct. When would you use skip counting? Think about skip counting by tens with money. If you've got a dime, every time you have a dime, you're skip counting by tens. And if you have a nickel, you're skip counting by fives. And for example, if you, this is coming up, if you were to open up a pumpkin and needed to count the seeds, and I mean, there's a lot of seeds in there, would it be easier to skip count by twos, fives, or tens? Yeah, whenever you have the larger number you have of something to count, skip counting by the larger number makes it easier. If you had a handful of seeds, it would probably be easiest just to put them in groups of two. But if you have all those seeds in the pumpkin, it would be easier to count them in piles of 10. So that's something, the challenge I can give you. When you carve your pumpkin here in October, or open up any pumpkin, count the seeds and see which is easier, counting them by twos and put them in stacks of 2, in groups of 5s or groups of 10, and share it with me if you do. All right. So let me go back just to the pointer. Let's go to page 109. Maybe. Here we go. This is on my own. You're going to use this hundreds chart to skip count, and you can color it in if you need to, which I think it tells you to. Yep, it does. It tells you where to start, what to count by, and to cut what color to use. Number 5 tells you the same thing, and color them red. And you got this lizard here saying skip counting is hot. All right. After you have done this, it will help you extremely in doing this part. So you need to look at when you go from 34 to 36 to 38, what you think it would be next, and tell me, are you skip counting by 2s, 5s, or 10s? They don't have you color in for the 2s on this. So you have to kind of look at it as maybe like I did over there, circle or underline. And then same thing with number 7, 8, and 9. You're going to put the missing number, then tell if it's skip counting by 2s, 5s, or 10s. There. Now let's look at page 110. Here we have word problems. Remember your underlining and circling. Some of us seem to be forgetting that, and I have to send it back. So make sure you go ahead and do it this first time. What's your information you've got, and what you need to know is circled. And then show your work, and then put your answer, final answer in the label. If you just have the answer there, it'll come back to you if you don't show your work. And a lot of it's using these pictures for this today. Now let's look at Write Math. It is write an addition story for the cubes. So like up here, they give you the addition story, and you are filling in the picture to match it. Well, here they've given you the picture, and you're going to write the story. So it's like you were writing the word problem for this picture. Okay? And that is what you're going to do for today, Monday. Now, I need to let you know ahead of time, some of the lessons are going to be from me and some of them are going to be from another teacher that teaches second grade online in the county. Ashe County second grade teachers are all working together. So you're going to see teachers teach, a different teacher teaching reading, one teaching math. But we need to do a little catch up because we were just 2 lessons behind the other group. So that's why I'm doing this one with you. So if you have any questions, let me know. So post this on the page in the module once you've got these finished.